Monica, Trinidad. I'm an artist in Chicago, born and raised, and a lot of the work that I do is for movements for gender, racial, economic justice in Chicago and across the country. I wanted to be part of this show because we don't really hear about Black women in the suffrage movement. You really don't see or hear of them in like major national marches that were happening, and that's because they were actually segregated from these marches, right? So leaders for these marches like Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton wanted Black women to march separately from them or at the end of the marches, and of course Black women were really mad about this and upset. Black women were working on women's rights in their own spaces like Black churches and Black clubs, and just carved out space for themselves. Even as recent as last year in New York City, an artist was commissioned to create a monument to women's suffrage that is to go up in Central Park, and only included two women, and guess who they were? Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony. Black women were part of this movement, and I think it's so critical to include them, and we're still having to fight for their inclusion. And this was intentional, right? Black women were literally erased from the history books. When Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony wrote their official narrative for the suffrage movement, they left out all of the efforts of Black women. And since this was the official account of the suffrage movement, it was subsequential that Black women were then left out of our history books, our current history books that we're using today. So we're literally here as artists, as cultural workers, as organizers and activists, as community members, rewriting the history books to include the important impact and the main leading role in the suffrage movement by Black women. And Black women didn't see suffrage as a single issue. They saw it as part of a larger effort for human rights. They were simultaneously fighting for labor rights, education rights, prison reform, and so much more. Movements can achieve major victories and still leave a lot of people out, especially Black women. Moving forward, it reminds me that our movements must be intersectional and, as Audre Lorde said, not single issue, because we do not live single issue lives. And as Frances Harper said, we are all bound up together in this struggle.